When Pokemon Sun and Moon were announced, we were introduced to a new mythical Pokemon, Zeraora. But something was wrong. There was no lore, no legends carved into the walls, no whisper of it among the Alolan people. The Tapus have shrines. Sigaleo and Lunala have an entire cosmology dedicated to them. But Zeraora? No trace of ever existing. It didn't exist in the wild. It didn't exist in history. In fact, the only place it seemed to have any connection to whatsoever was the sterile, high-tech labs of the Aether Paradise. And it gets deeper. Zeraora isn't the only mythical anomaly in Alola. This is the same region where we encounter Magearna, a mythical Pokemon created entirely by human hands. Alola is a region defined by its natural balance, ruled by its Tapu deities, and anchored by its sacred sites. The appearance of two man-made mythicals, Magearna and Zeraora, reveals a chilling thematic pattern: the danger of artificial invasion on a naturally harmonious world, all stemming from the Aether Foundation. What's up, YouTube? It's Ev, bringing the blaze back. I hope y'all had a fantastic Thanksgiving and ate some extra turkey for me. But now that we're back, let's get ready to get shocked. So, where does this all begin? Well, you see, Lusamine traveled to Sinnoh before the Gen 7 games. While there, she visited the Canalave Library. To most, those books are just flavor text, but to Lusamine, they were a revelation. She found a specific volume that changed everything. A rather infamous piece in our time, Sinnoh Folk Story 3. Listen to what it actually says. There once were Pokemon that married people. There once were people who married Pokemon. This was normal because long ago, people and Pokemon were the same. People and Pokemon were the same? Lusamine saw a history she wanted to revive, but she needed the scientific method to make the merger real. And Lusamine found her scientific method right there in Sinnoh, specifically in the stolen research files of Team Rocket's former lead scientist, Blaine. She learned the classified truth about the Mewtwo homunculus. It was dying in its tank, its cellular structure collapsing. Blaine, acting as a Team Rocket scientist, couldn't let his creation fail. Hidden from Giovanni's surveillance, he knew he didn't have time to synthesize a solution. He didn't use Pokemon DNA. He used his own. As shown in the manga, Blaine sliced into his own arm, extracting his own living cells and injecting them directly into the dying Mewtwo. It was a sacrifice of his own body, creating the first successful hybrid. Blaine acted to save a life, and Lusamine saw her opportunity for creation. While exploring Sinnoh, Lusamine chose her test subject. She needed one that embodied the grace, strength, and raw potential that would be worthy of her image. She chose Luxray. Common enough in Sinnoh to be overlooked, yet possessing an undeniable, majestic prowess. Its muscular body, its ability to generate devastating electrical fields, it was a creature of perfect, wild elegance. This was a creature whose natural grace and sheer power Lusamine believed she could enhance, molding it into a reflection of her own perfect image. Returning to Alola, she worked tirelessly as she began the splicing process, forcing the Luxray genome to accept her own DNA. The result is Zeraora. Look at its anatomy. Bipedal, it fights with fists like a human martial artist. It stands with the elegant humanoid posture of a person. It is the successful prototype of the human Pokemon bridge. And did you all notice something in that newest Legend ZA trailer? That's right. You can't completely erase nature, no matter how hard you may try. When Zeraora taps into its highest energy state, what we call Mega Evolution, the Lusamine spliced DNA is momentarily suppressed. It goes back to its roots. The Luxray genes surge forward. Under the surface of this mythical Pokémon is a tortured Luxray, genetically modified to be a flawless reflection of a narcissistic human. But for mere moments, when its Mega Evolution power surges forward, we get a glance at the truth. Zeraora seems like it came out of nowhere, because it did. It has no legends because it has no history before the Aether Foundation. Its origin is a terrifying merger of mythology and forbidden science. It's a mythical Pokemon that isn't a god, but a failed attempt by its creator, Lusamine, to look into the mirror and finally see the perfection that she craved. Lusamine is no stranger to twisted experiments. In Sun and Moon, we see that she has no issue putting her curiosity even above her self-preservation. She will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. And just like a flash, it's all over. Make sure to drop your comments down below if you're excited to see Mega Zeraora make its debut in the Legends ZA DLC. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Pokemon theories just like this. This has been Ev, bringing the blaze back. And as always, remember to keep on blazing.